How's it going, everybody? It's FloppingGroper looking at the stock market and Bitcoin tonight. Gonna be a little bit of a later stream. Sorry it took me so long to get started, but yeah. Go ahead and get situated. I'm gonna do my post and I'll be right back, guys. Yo, yo, how's everyone doing? Dang, this music's crazy, man. All right, we got a good little crew in here. Good to have you guys in. Yeah, man, this music, we're vibing, man. I didn't realize I left you guys with this, but let's see what else we got from Cyborg here. This is a good one, man. It's good to have you guys in. Not much to talk about, man. We're just kind of gonna cover like what we already covered yesterday because things are just kind of moving slow. But yeah, we look at Bitcoin, guys, and we're still under that anchor there. But one thing I did notice is the S&P seems to be coming back pretty strong. It's good to have you guys in the chat. It's good to see you guys. Hell yeah. I see you guys pouring in. So yeah, Bitcoin, as you guys know, I'm anticipating a short at these anchors, not only at the Q2 anchor, the red line, but also the anchor that I placed from the correction that was on, I believe it was March 5th here. We had a large correction during the way up. I slapped an anchor on it. Right now that's acting as some steep resistance. I know that if you do like a fixed range volume profile on this territory that we're in, you see right at this, like the peak of the volume here, we're right there too. So this is like probably, this is a likely short scalp opportunity like that I'm seeing here. And I'm going to go into the smaller time frame, see if maybe there's some evidence suggesting that, like there's a storm that needs to blow through before this thing can continue. But yeah, so the volume profile looking a little bearish. The VWAPs looking a little weird, like we're at some resistance. I believe it's also a golden retracement area here too. So yeah, like we're right, if you do from the all-time high to the bottom, that golden retrace is 68,467. But if you do from our most recent high, it's at 67,830. So there's just a lot of, it's basically like a big spider web of like 8 different things. There's probably even more shit bearing down on us. Like I bet if I put an anchor, let me put an anchor at this high. It looks like we're actually overcoming the anchor from the recent high. So that's nice. We're seeing the signs of it, like it is holding up here at these levels for the time being. Before I go into these smaller time frames, I want to look at the S&P. So the S&P is getting that bounce off of the year-to-date territory that we were hoping for, guys. So yeah, amazing bounce off the year-to-date there. The daily is giving us that follow-through on the S&P, and this is great news for Bitcoin. Great news for Bitcoin. NASDAQ also seeing a bit of a run back up to the year-to-date anchor. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about the S&P, because I haven't been watching too many voices, so I don't really have an opinion based off of anyone else's opinion. All I see is that on the one day on the S&P and the NASDAQ, it seems that we're getting the start of something, which is best case scenario for the crypto space. But yeah, it's good to have you guys in here. Make sure you guys like the stream, and happy to provide you guys the weekday analysis, even when it's a boring day like today. Man, it was hard to come up with a title for today's stream. You know, yesterday was a great day. Today was just kind of like going through the motions. I had appointments, just handling stuff I gotta handle. I hope you guys are handling the stuff that you gotta handle out there. And yeah, I wish we had some more exciting price action, because we're still basically just where we were at yesterday, just waiting for this divergent action to do something. You know what I'm saying? We're either gonna, I mean, I think that we should come down here. I think it's looking a little bit anchor triggery on the 65. Even the 4-hour. Definitely see, I think we went over this yesterday, but you guys see that hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour, where we're clearly not anywhere close to as high as we were back here, and yet the waves are very stretched out and overextended going up despite the price being lower. Oh yeah, I did see some stuff about HBAR. Good stuff. Any of you guys who nailed the HBAR stuff, there was some crazy news. What was it, like a news catalyst, man? I'm out of the loop on that. Gixer, if you could talk in the chat about what you experienced with HBAR today, that'd be sick. Fire Away Production says S&P will probably repeat August 23 of last year. Let's look at August 23 of last year, man. Let's see, you're looking at basically what happened like right here. Or you're looking at this bounce right here. I see. So you're saying it's going to come up and provide potentially an exit and then go down lower. You think it's going to have a larger correction, and we're getting a pullback in an established downtrend. That's what you're anticipating. Not a bad hypothesis, man. I mean, there's a lot of divergence here that goes all the way up to the daily. Let's see how high this goes up. On the 5-day, you've still got that. There's a lot of space down here to fill price action wise, like market structure wise. I didn't get a haircut, no. Soy Creations, I did not get a haircut. Let me check the Hiken Ishis for you, man. Also, the Bitcoin Hiken Ishis on the daily did flip green, like over the last 2 days. That's like a good sign for us in the short term. And look, your S&P Hiken Ishi is just flipping green, so that's a good sign for us. I love the Hiken Ishis, man. They're really great for just kind of controlling your bias. You know, it really takes out the thinking involved with all that stuff. Dang, some of these cyborg mixes I have not heard before, man. This is an hour-long mix. That's dope. But yeah, so the S&P Hiken Ishi just turned green. Let's go back to that August time frame you were talking about, bro. That was right over here. Yeah, it definitely looks similar, man. It definitely looks similar. What if I slapped an anchor on that April 1st so we got a good idea of like, yeah, actually very similar, bro. You see that we come down to that previous quarter anchor and we get that bounce. So we would be like right here basically is what you have in mind in a larger S&P downtrend if we did have to do that. Yeah, that just goes to show that once we come back over Q2, we're not really out of the woods yet. We could be running into a larger downtrend from that point, but that would provide a much better exit opportunity for a lot of market participants who are getting fearful of this larger divergence here. So it would be a blessing for the people who are trying to de-risk, maybe who got in, frothed in and FOMO'd in a little too hard and are looking for an area to exit or de-risk. Man, HBAR. I feel like we're in, ooh man, look at that pump. Ooh man, that's juicy. And I feel like I'm in some space tavern in like Mass Effect right now. There's like different species of aliens around me and we're all just drinking the same alien alcohol, tripping in infinite different ways, man. That's what this music reminds me of. Got you. Yeah, so HBAR, BlackRock, Dancing with the Devil. Yeah, man, look at this freaking move, man. You got it did follow some technical. You do see, I guess kind of like a higher low in the candle bodies with that lower low in the momentum. So obviously it's, you know, it was a news thing. But the waves did give you a little something there to work with on the 1 day. What about the 12-hour? Yeah, money flow was rounding up already. The money flow was rounding up on you beforehand. It is funny how the charts gear up for like big things like this happening. Like you look on the 8-hour and the RSIs were nice and we had a good opportunity where like the RSIs were nice and low, under 12. Yeah. Man, good for you, man. What was the size of this pump? Ooh. Oh, man. Sheesh, man. Dude, that thing pumped 120%. Man, I hope you freaking killed it, bro. Good for you. I was too fried today handling shit. I had to get my windshield replaced on my car. And I was doing like yard work and just real life stuff, man. I unplugged a bit for like the majority of the day. Yeah. Let's see. ETHBTC. Look at the divergences stacking up for us on ETHBTC, guys. Something's cooking here, man. Something's got to start happening, right? It's too early to tell, but I really want to see the Q2 anchor get overcome before I start flopping and groping about ETH. But you guys definitely see the bullish divergence, the money flow scooping up, the waves just boiling. Just there's something boiling here. When we look at the daily, money flow is still trending up, getting some divergence here, like through April. When I look at the weekly, this kind of matches what the anchors are saying. It's like there's definitely a weekly long bull div crazy move here, but it's just not ready yet. It's still maturing. This has got to round out a little bit, and that money flow needs to start trending up. RSI's got to come over 12, so we are waiting. We're just waiting for this. There's something bubbling here. But yeah, I think the reclaiming of the Q2 anchor on ETHBTC would coincide with all these moves, and that would be our signal that an ETH alt season is upon us. Let's check Sol BTC. So Sol BTC on the weekly, kind of in an opposite scenario. We're looking bearish divergent on the weekly, interestingly enough. So almost like an opposite kind of situation to ETHBTC. Not that this is inherently bearish, just because, like, look at that money flow scooping up. This could just be be like a simple pullback and then more continuation up, perhaps one more last gasp of air, since the momentum still is over, you know, the zero line. But yeah, it's interesting to see that Sol BTC is bearish divergent on the weekly, whereas ETHBTC is bullish divergent on the weekly. Bitcoin dominance showing some tiring signs, guys. Some tiring signs. I always say Bitcoin is the truth, the drop of truth in a sea of lies. And you know, my ego was getting a little ahead of me. I did some self-reflecting. You know, like, I definitely was at this point where I was kind of like rubbing people's noses in the fact that I've been a Bitcoin guy. And I kind of caught, like, in my self-reflection, like, I caught myself, basically, like, I gave myself a sentiment read. I don't even really know how to put it, but I don't know, man. It's just, like, I can't be the only one thinking this, right? And of course, as soon as my ego gets to me, we start to see bear divs on the weekly on Bitcoin dominance. So I am anticipating a phase of the markets where Bitcoin dominance begins to fall. Do we go up to the golden retrace here at 60%? I don't think we actually have to. Yeah, I mean, we're continuing up for now, but look at the waves tumbling down. So this, I mean, this does project out quite a ways. It might have to keep going up and be even more divergent time and time again until something ruptures. But this, along with the way Ethereum is looking, just tells me that, like, something big is bubbling up in the altcoin market. Maybe like a new narrative, or like, just, I don't know, man, just something. Once the Bitcoin dominance, like, takes a shit, something's gonna happen, guys. Zed Kormot, let's see what you said here. I think we repeat the past narrative, especially if we dump. ETH will recover and push a signal for the whole market to long. That would go by the script, and that would be much appreciated, man. I would be grateful for a good alt season for some of the, like, maybe some of our older projects get some love. Not to put unneeded hope in your mind. I don't even like talking about these older coins. Like, I don't even like talking about Monero and Litecoin and ADA and all this shit. Not gonna lie, it's pretty much all about, like, meme coins and AI and you know, like, the new narratives are just, like, paying more. These old narratives are, like, not trending on Bitcoin. So, but yeah, maybe that coincides with ETH pushing everything up. Who knows, man? And maybe a lot of projects who haven't gotten love, maybe toward the end they get some love, and then they go down lower after that. Let's see. Robert says this bull market is totally different. What do you think? So far, it has been different, getting the all-time high before the halving. But also, the more people who think that this cycle is different makes it more likely that the cycle just simply plays by the script. It's the second guessing that allows the crypto Bitcoin market cycle to happen. The continuous titanic sinking and comeback, like at every one of these highs, you think it's the end. You know what I mean? And then a new narrative comes and keeps the ball rolling. Yeah, it's hard to deny our destiny, man. We're destined for greatness up in here. Whether the price goes up or down, the people in this chat, we're destined for greatness. Ooh, okay. Judah Man says Bonk is going bonkers. Let's take a look at the Bonk. Bonk. Got our Solano shitcoin of the future. Man, look at that 65-minute long setup. Oh my gosh. Did anybody catch this Bonk basic strategy on the 1 hour? Look at that money flow trending up beautifully, extending all the way into, looks like this will go until April 27th, which happens to be the day, by the way, that Mike Perry is kicking the shit out of Thiago Alves. So this will probably be the top of the bonk. Shit's gonna go bonkers until this fight, man. Man, good for you on the bonk. Bonk's doing insane, man. Yeah, man, we love our meme coins. This is awesome. Look at that long, that's such a beautiful long setup, man. These meme coins do play by the rules. They do play by the rules. Such a good thing to trade, man. How are we looking now, though? How are we looking right now? Let's see. I'm not seeing anything too concerning from a bearish standpoint as of yet. Don't really see much bear div or like tired green money flow. Nothing too scary as of yet. I'll have to keep an eye on Bonk as well as Pepe here. Let's take a look at Pepe. Ooh, man, Pepe's also looking good. Did it have that same long setup on the hourly? Yeah, it had a similar setup over the course of this month. Like, you see that money flow trending up, trending into the end of April. This is just gonna keep pumping until the end of April. Jason, you want me to take a look at Dick with Butt? How do I look at Dick with Butt? Is that even on TradingView? I don't even know how to check the price on that dude, but I'll take a look at Dick with Butt. That's why that meme coin's gonna succeed, because every time I hear it, I laugh. Bro, I don't know how to check those like pulse chain meme coins. I haven't done that before. Yeah, there's that meme coin called Gummy Gixer. What chain is that on, bro? Is that a Solana meme coin? Is that on, let me see, is that on here? Oh, man. Well, the TA looks pretty solid here. I mean, we basically have a 1 trillion quadrillion % pump. And it looks to be, you might get a retracement down to, you know, like 74 quadrillion. If we put an anchor on that, you can see that we might correct down to 420 billion. Let me go magnet mode and try to do a trend line here. Yeah, man, it's just vertical, bro. It's just a straight line up, bro. It's just this is a really good investment. Definitely get some gummy, guys. It's look, it's just a line. It's not even it's just as a one-dimensional chart here. There is time is an illusion. There is no x-axis, guys. It's just outside of time. Man, doing TA on coins that were birthed yesterday, dude, it's like the dumbest shit ever, man. What other TA can I do? Let's do a fixed range volume profile on this. Wow, look, there's not even any volume. It's just like God himself is just entering our reality and just making this. Why am I looking at this right now? Can I get a volume figure? Man. Yeah, I guess NickCipher doesn't work with this thing. I need more data, guys. I need more data. You guys are on your own with this shit. I can't help you all the time, man. Like, it's just untested, bro. It's untested. Oh, go to the 1 minute? You want me to go to the 1 minute? Oh, nice. If we can get, so what I'm hoping for is we get a couple more. Let me make this green. So we get a couple more like green dots like this, little green lines down there. And it's just a big FU. It's just a big middle finger. Go fuck yourself. That's the kind of chart pattern I'm hoping for there. The 15 minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, the 15 minute looks a lot better. Let's stick to trading view, guys. Let's stick to trading view for now so I can actually use NickCipher. It is a NickCipher analysis. I'm being stubborn. You guys aren't gonna make me budge. You guys, I'm staying where I'm comfortable, man. I'm staying where I look smart. Dude, Platinum Mike Perry, man, I'm super hyped, bro. You guys gotta watch this fight. You might even see my bro in the front row. You might see him. But yeah, this is gonna be a crazy fight, man. And there's also the Moon Party. If you guys are in the Vegas area, Crown, Chakra, and I will be at Club Ego from May 3rd to May 5th. Yeah, I'll be flying in there and it'll be a good time. We get to meet all these other blockchain artists too. It's just a good little networking event. Yeah, it should be fun. Do you guys want me to look at any specific altcoins before I hit the gym? All right, let's check Ordi here. Let's check Ordi. Looks like Ordi's finding support, or trying to at least, on the Q4 2023 anchor, bro. So it's not losing it yet. If we did lose around $44, I would get concerned with Ordi. But for now, it might make a pump. You know, it might pump with the markets up all the way to $65, where it would run into some steep year-to-date anchor resistance. That's on the daily, the big time frame. Let's see if there's anything bullish cooking up on these middle time frames. For RSI, your money flow scooping up. RSIs were nice and low, and then they crossed over 12 for you. They did cross over 12 for you, bro. So if you can get a little trigger wave here, we might make a run back up to the Q2 anchor here. It might be a good play for you. Little 15%er. Yeah. But you could put a stop loss below that Q4 of 2023 anchor if you are concerned about this taking a big old dump. Trader Geo, good to have you in, man. James Roy, good to have you. Let me go back to BTC real quick for Dark here so he doesn't have to rewind. Hopefully he didn't already rewind already. But the BTC dominance, on the weekly, it's looking a little divergent. I'm a Bitcoin guy, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled for further signs of weakness. Can we make it to the 60% dominance level? I don't think we have to, but maybe there's a little more gas of air left. But it is looking quite divergent here on the weekly. ETH in regards to BTC, this trend, bullish diverging, still hasn't come over its Q2 anchor, but there's something cooking. ETH might start trending on Bitcoin, and I'm gonna have to become less of a Bitcoin maxi some point in the future. When we look at Bitcoin, it is looking nice, especially because the S&P found a nice little bottom recently on its 1 day. But yeah, Bitcoin still holding over these anchors, still holding these levels. Right now, I believe that there should be a short at these levels here because we're at the golden retracement level here. We're at the anchor that I placed on the March 5th correction. We're here at the Q2 anchor, and we're also at a fixed range volume profile. Let's see. Yeah, you can see this red line right at like the peak of this volume mountain right here. We're right there, man. And so this is a point where I would expect like a healthy rejection, just cause of the price. That would just be healthy. But if we could hold these levels, I guess it could come back up. It's just right now it's like sideways, you know. We're digging in real good. So that's where I'm at with Bitcoin, is I'm actually anticipating a short somewhere in these levels, and that's been my stance for like the last couple days in my community. I haven't had much else to put out on Bitcoin since we pumped up to this like pink line, and I just said that this is kind of short territory. Yeah. I'm not, I mean, we're so close to 8 mode. It's not, to me, it doesn't seem worth it to swing long from this point when you could just wait like a couple percent, and it's a lot more surefire that you get longer continuation up. You know, it's just not quite the time to go 8 mode on Bitcoin, even though it's done a lot of good work, but I believe that there's just a spider web that we want to get through before 8 mode can initiate. But I know my brother just entered a swing long, so man, I hope that plays out for him. And yeah, he was seeing some good signs. So overall, like, it's doing the right things. You know, it's just gonna take some time. There's some turbulence, but we are in that larger bull flag. You know, the daily momentum looked really good. In a momentum desert, we get that deep wave. The S&P coming in for backup. Look at the Hiken Ashi forming on that S&P on the daily. So, you know, even though the S&P may just be forming a lower high in a larger correction, we're getting that bounce there. So at least in the short term, that's good for BTC. But yeah, man. Candle Surfer says, love the anchored VWAPs. G, nice to catch you live. You're welcome, bro. Man, the anchors changed the game for me, man. Always been a VWAP guy, but the anchors are like the final evolution of VWAPs, man. It's craziness. Bit Bueno says, fresh out the sauna now, FG stream, life's good. Man, I'm trying to go to the gym like right now and hit that sauna, bro. I love that shit. I'm glad you're on that shit too, man. I like the heat, the heat therapy a little more than the cold therapy. Obviously, it's so much easier to just sit in an infrared sauna and just veg out than it is to LARP like you're surviving the Titanic sinking. Like the cold plunge, you're like experimenting with stone cold survival mode, you know? Whereas the sauna is just like nice and comfortable and you get to relax. But honestly, man, if you can ever do both, that's the way to do it. Like you cold plunge, You set the sauna up beforehand, you cold plunge, and then go into the sauna until you're completely warmed up, and you do that like 3 times in a row, and that shit like apparently stimulates like human growth hormone, and like you turn into a freaking ox, bro, and like your balls get bigger, and like your muscles get more juiced or something, man, and you're just thinking clearly, and like you're just a better trader. You just got to do that hot and cold, bro. Frying pan freezer, frying pan freezer. Got to do that shit that the everyday person doesn't want to do, man. That's how you become a high value man. You got to do the dirty work, the shit no one wants to do, man. And it may not do shit other than just make you feel like a G. But there's value in that. If you can just do some dumb shit that no one else is doing, like climb a skyscraper with your bare hands or something, like you just feel like the best, coolest dude on earth, and that's what's most important. Damn, shadowboxing in the sauna, that's hardcore, man. I usually just kind of sit and like mutter to myself. Hell yeah. Yeah, all right, well, I think I'm just gonna keep the stream short and sweet, because like Bitcoin didn't do shit, so I just came out, updated you guys. I'm still watching like the short, the bear divs, and all the there's a spider web here that we're stuck in here, but there was some cool stuff that happened. We had that HBAR pump today. Look at this big pump on HBAR. A couple of the dudes caught this shit. You got that really nice basic strategy long setup coming out with that, getting you geared up for that with that news. This is not boring. This was awesome. I'm really happy for anybody who caught this shit. Looks like NickCipher got you in before any of that stuff went down. But yeah, the dollar is coming down a bit. Dollar showing a little bit of weakness, that's good. S&P showing a little strength, that's good. NASDAQ showing a little strength. Sol BTC bearish divergent, ETHBTC bullish divergent. But I think we just need more data on these pairs before we can call any kind of like, future narrative or some shit. Right now, all eyes are still on Bitcoin. Is it going to reject off of these critical anchor sentiments, or can we bust through, and can we pump out of this bull flag? That's where I'm at, man. So yeah, keeping it short and sweet. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully some more exciting price action for you guys tomorrow.